Hello, we've got a new journal collection that's going into my Etsy shop today. This is a set of 4 journals, obviously for sale individually. They are ring bound, full of vintage and some antique and some reproduction printable papers, and some ephemera in each one as well. They're all very, very similar, so it'll just be you'll be sent one. But we'll have a quick flick through a few of them. So they've got some vintage wallpaper as the cover, and then the back's aligned with ledger paper. As I say, they're all pretty much the same layout in each one. So we've got then the second page is also another bookboard cover. This one has got sheet music covering on. You can see some of the ephemera. That's a vintage seed label. We've got an old vintage cigarette card, butterfly card, and then a playing card. We've got some vintage postcards printed on like a rag paper, which I thought was quite nice. So obviously they're single pages with it being a ring bound journal, and they're all different textures and types and sizes and colours and shades. I've kept it quite neutral throughout, I think. So obviously it's a bit of a blank canvas for you to work in. So we've got this is some of the Tim Holtz wallpaper. We've got a little pocket in here that I just added a little bit of stenciling on. There's some really old ephemera tucked in there. I've got another piece of ledger, some French book page, more ledger. That's one of my printable envelopes that I've just put some little bits and pieces in. That is some Braille paper that I've got. I've got a big book of Braille paper, which I just thought the texture is just really nice if anybody wanted to do any art journaling, or even just a nice background to mount something onto. So we've got some sheet music. That's another one of the Tim Holtz. This is some rag paper, just blank. Got a little French envelope and letter in there. Some ledger paper, some more French book page. This is some very, very, very old French document that's like an antique age one, that one. This is another one of my printables. That's some French newspaper, another printable. We've got each one has the same amount of ephemera. This is one that's got a lady. These are cabinet cards, original real cabinet cards I've popped in each. I've put an eyelet through and some of my very old lace as a little tie. So I just thought they were nice. And you could even take those out and use those as a cover if you were to make your own journal. Or whatever you want to do. Use it as a bookmark. Move that back. Got some botanical paper there. Pages. Some more ledger, sheet music. Some Tim Holtz. I think that's German. That's a telegram that's been printed on some rag paper. Some really interesting shapes and sizes. No French postcard. I think it's French. Maybe that's just an English postcard, but a very old postcard. So you see this one. I think these are from the 50s. 54, yeah. Some mixed media work on there. These are the Edith Holden envelopes. I think I'm down to about 5 of them left, so they'll be appearing in the next few journals. And again, some photographs, some postcards and bits and pieces have been tucked away in there for you. This is some of my vintage wallpaper that I've printed out onto some textured paper. Love this paper. Don't know if you can see, it's got like a texture to it, but it feels like wallpaper. So yeah, I quite liked that one. And I printed it double-sided so the back wasn't just stark white as well. Postcards. So I've put lots of different types in of pages. It's an old library cards. Some more botanical pages. Some more of the antique-y stuff. Yeah, loads of different textures, sizes, shapes. Flippy out, flippy up. Booking cards, Tim Holtz stuff. That's watercolour, that card. That's one of the antique ones from 1875. It's either 1875 or 1895. I can't decide. Oh, 75. Yeah, 1875. One of the old books. And then the back page, again, is bookboard that's been collaged with some ledger on the back and bits and pieces. So each one's got the exact same hasn't got the exact same. It's got the same number of pages, types of pages. Same with the ephemera. They're probably all in, well, they are in different orders, but the ephemera is the same. You've got some different images, obviously, depends what was in. See, that's the cabinet card in that one. But they've all got one of the original cabinet cards in that's been punched with some antique lace, bits and pieces. So you can see very similar bits and pieces in each one as I flick through. So I won't go through each, but there are 4 to choose from. There are 4 to get your hands on, sorry. I was going to number them, but I don't really see, let me zoom back out a little bit. I don't really, I mean, they're that similar. I mean, I guess if you really preferred one, you could pick one, but otherwise I'll send one out at random. As I say, they're all the same. The ring bind's the same, same number of pages, same amount of ephemera. Each one has got a piece of the antique wallpaper with some of the brown tape on, just to age it slightly. They've all got the ledger paper. There's the back cover. You just get different bits and bats, and I've put some sort of acrylic aged paint on some of them. You know, they couldn't be more similar, really. They've all got the brown paper and some French book page in the back pages, so super similar. Only 4 available. They are going up, well, they'll be up when by the time this video goes live, and yeah, have at it. They would be in my Etsy shop. I've reverted back to Etsy now. Ko-fi, I'm keeping open for commissions, but yeah, it was a bit of a it was too much in terms of marketing to drive the traffic, so I'm sticking with Etsy for the time being, unless there are any major changes. So all my journals are there. The French one from last week is still available. Quite a few have gone. It's one of the big I think there's only one big fabric one left now, the chunky ones. The other one went. The small fabric one went. The Beatrix Potter one went. I've got none of the flippy flappy covers left. They've all gone. Yes, so quite a few have gone already, but there are still some others available. So yeah, thanks for listening.